research was done to find out impact factors in a curriculum vitae for scholarship application. This is done in collaboration of couple of scientists from around the world, from Vietnam, Germany, Egypt, USA, UAE, Japan, and so many people collaborated to write this article. According to me, this is the most important and related article that you need to read this. I included the information in this article, some of the most important points here. So yeah, we will send this article to you. We will publish in that classroom. You can read this. Because this is important, that what factors are really important in CV. The thing is that this study is based on a survey which was done or asked from 123 academic reviewers. Most of them were involved in these scholarship committees or recruiting students and so on. And here are the percentage of those people. 48% of them were from Europe, 24% from Asia, 18% from America. Around 67% of them were actively involved in students' recruitment, and 64% served as external CV reviewers. Like 39% of them were directly involved in scholarship selection committee. So these are really important data that can give you a good insight how to prepare a good CV. So, when you are applying for scholarships, usually they receive thousands of applications. How you draft a CV that stand out, a winning CV, that is really important. Because when I was reviewing the CV from you who applied for this course, we received like 455 applications. Most of them submitted CV. I could see that majority of you did not consider those important points, and so your CV were not really professional. So I hope after this presentation you try to incorporate all these points in your CVs and make a great CV which stand out among all applications. I will go very briefly. One point which I will tell at the first, there are resume and curriculum vitae or CV. These terminologies are considered the same sometimes because the people think that they are used differently in different countries, but there is some differences. The first thing is that resume is usually used in USA, those countries, but CV is mostly used in Europe and Asian countries. But resume is mainly very short, like around 1 page. This is mainly used for job application. So mainly used in Canada and USA. Like it is kind of a snapshot of your activities, your work experience. So you want it specifically for a job position. So this is resume. But when it comes to CV, this is more comprehensive document, which can be around 2 to more than 2 pages. But as Jonathan said, keep it briefly and try, because you do not have much information, much activities. Because for a person who just graduated from high school, the reviewers do not expect to have like 5 pages of CV. Yeah, it is better try to keep it concise. And as I said, this CV is usually a detailed proof of academic and potential for you. So usually when you are applying for a scholarship committee expects a detailed CV, not a resume. Based on this study, based on this study. Uh, when like the reviewers review your CV, they do not read like a book. They do not read each point, but first they scan. Based on this study, usually what they look for, I mean, for maybe this is not applicable for all of you, like publication is really important. For example, if you are applying for doctoral study or master based on research or something like that, this is really important. Research experience, like and education and training, like this is almost the second most important part that they scan. And then there's personal skills and competence, GPA, awards, and honors. Less than 5% of the people go first and scan that. So yeah, when they receive your CV, they first scan and see these parts, which publication, education, training, research experience, personal skills, awards, and honors. So based on this study, what is the most important part? The most important part is publication. Uh, please turn off your microphone. Who is talking? So publication is important, and then the second most important one is awards and honors according to these reviewers, and then communication skills and teaching experience, GPA, GRE scores, and the least important one is actually for these people, volunteer work. I was expecting that, yeah, the scholarship committee will give more credit to these volunteer works, but it seems that at least this study indicates that, yeah, this is the least important skill or part that they will look on your CV. So this was some data about that article. And here we have, when you're writing a CV, the layout of your CV is really important. That you should have a clear headings. For example, when you're presenting your education, there should be clear, bold, headings of your education part. And then this is really important, which most of you do not consider. When you're writing, let us say you worked in some company for 2 years, and then you're writing a paragraph about your activities. I did this and that and that and that. This is wrong. You should make a bullet points. Bullet points means make a concise, which can be scannable. Scannable means that when you see something, you no need to write the whole paragraph or lines to understand. Scanning means in a few words, you finish that activity. So make a few points, 3 to 5 bullet points of any activities instead of writing a paragraph. Another important thing is that use chronological order. For example, your latest activity should be first, and then like that you should write. Do not write like you graduated from let's say high school and now you're in PhD level. You first write your high school. This is wrong. You should start with your latest activity, and then in a reverse chronological order you should go. And then the format is also very important, that it should be consistent. I mean, the whole document should have one type of format. It is not like one page has a different format, another has a different format. So you should maintain a consistent style. And as Jonathan said, spelling and grammar is really important. You should proofread, and there should not be red flag in your CV. If a person find, let us say, one red flag, maybe that would be okay. But if they find again and again, they will say that, oh, this person is really not professional and careless, and they will ignore your application. And the most important thing is to save in PDF. About personal information that you need, what you need to include. So your full name, according to this article, also 97% said you should include professional email address, date of birth, nationality, gender, phone number, home address. LinkedIn or personal website is optional. What you should not include is like hobbies, free time activities, strength, weaknesses, marital status, religion. They are irrelevant information, like irrelevant personal details. You do not need to write that. But there is another section, like it is called about me or summary of your CV. This is also optional. You can include if you have more space. You can ignore that. If you're including that part, you should keep that brief and according to the aim or mission of that scholarship and your profile. That is important. About the photo, this is also very subjective. Each person has their own opinion about this, mainly according to this study, like Asia and Europe, 45% of the people say that, yeah, it is okay to have a photo. But in USA, they are mainly against this. Like 82% of those reviewers from USA say that you should not put a photo. So again, you should consider where do you want to apply, and this is optional if you feel. Yeah. Jonathan, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll let you finish first, and then I've got a couple of
Okay. So yeah, this is optional. You can, if you feel, please put a like more official photo, not just very silly one. So that this is important. And when you are structuring the education section of your CV, this is very important. Let us say this is my Master of Science in Advanced Robotics. Let us say with the abbreviation MSc from Stanford University from this date to this date. You should write the name of the institution. You should write the major of your study and the title of your study. If it's bachelor, you should write Bachelor of Science, let us say in physics, or Master of Science in Advanced Robotics. You should write like this, just according to your diploma title. And GPA is important. You should write that, and also consider that in which grade you are writing, because let us say in Afghanistan the grade is from 1 to 100, but in some countries it is from 4. But you should also think about that. And if you have a thesis of your degree, you also can write short the title of your thesis. That is also important. So, and there are some information. I will share this presentation with you. You can read based on this article that the ranking of university should be included or not. So, like some people say yes, some people say no. So, yeah, in this education section, yeah, you can include some training, some courses, or whatever you have. You should clearly write about those things here. And about the publication, I will not focus here because I think it is here we do not have lots of people who have research activities. But yeah, you should give a separate section for publication. This is very important. You should include your peer-reviewed articles, number of publications, indexes, and so on. So for the people who are applying for PhD or something, they need to focus on publication, but I will not say much about this. And experiences, skills and honors. Yeah, this can be like experience, work experience section, or this all can be one section. It depends. You can make yourself the order. When you are writing your experience, work experience, as I said, you should be clear. The title of your position, that the company that you were there, the time, that the period that you worked, you should write clearly from which period to which, from which time to which time. What was your duty? You should write in bullet points. For example, I was doing this, this, and that. When it comes to skills, your skills should be measurable. Because I find lots of the time you write very vague, in a vague language. For example, in skills, you write computer skill. Who will understand that which skill you're talking about? Because computer is a big like area. So you should be specific and measurable, like advanced in Python, advanced, let us say, in data analysis. When you are writing, instead of writing good English, you should write IELTS 7.5 or something like that. This is really important. If you have some honors and awards, this is also important. When it comes to competition, this is really important. When you're writing in your CV, the people really consider this. If you already offered scholarship, fellowship, other prizes or something like that, you should also consider that. About the references, this is also optional. If you include references in your CVs, 2 to 3 academic references would be enough. Please include the name, title, affiliation, and contact information of that referee. So that is important. Yeah, another important topic is, I will finish soon, tailoring your CV. This is really, really important. When you are writing for any scholarship, drafting your CV, the first thing you need to do, go and read about that scholarship. You should prepare your CV specifically for that scholarship. I mean, because some scholarships have specific purposes, looking for specific people. You should make your CV, you should present your achievements in a way that they really feel that, yeah, you're the most suitable person. So do not submit a generic CV to all scholarship or everything. You should make tailor. You should try to customize your CV for that specific application. This is really important. What you should consider, they are considered as red flags, typos, grammar errors, inflating your achievements, writing so much, exaggerating about your skills. They can be red flags. Poor formatting. Formattings are not good. As I said, you should be consistent about formatting and layout. Generic content. You are for example, prepared a CV, let us say, for a scholarship, for Kazakhstan scholarship, and then you, without modifying that, sending that to everywhere. No, you should first understand that scholarship, and then you should prepare your CV based on that. So, yeah, there are some good websites which I will introduce to you. You should consider using them. The first one is Europass CV. Click that link. This Europass CV will come here. I will just demonstrate shortly. Here, yeah, we have two parts. One, create a new CV. So if you already have a Europass CV, you can upload here directly. If you do not have, you should start like creating a new one. Yeah, here you can see. Here you can write your name or the language of this document, the date format. Here in personal information, you can like edit this personal information or whatever. Let us say I just write something, your email address, phone number or whatever. You just need like this and then save. Here you will see how it is created easily. The same, your education, work experience, skills or whatever. They have already prepared sections where you can write your information. And from here you can add sections, for example, what you want to include. So this would be your homework. I will not spend more time here. You can just go yourself and try to create. I know most of you are familiar with this, but some of you who do not know, you should use this website for creating a CV. This is actually a standard format when you're applying in Europe. But yeah, you always should consider where you want to apply. Maybe some scholarships have their own template. They are asking for a specific template. You should go based on that. So that is important. Even you can prepare a CV in a Word file from the scratch. But yeah, if you want to use specific formats, you can use here. And then we have some templates, but they are mainly resume. They are mainly resume in Microsoft Cloud, where you can download and customize. Oh, let me see. I needed to. Okay, here. Oh, again. So yeah, the thing is that I think I need login. So that I wanted just to show you here that yeah, here are different hundreds and thousands of templates which you just need to download. They are in Word file. They are in Word file. You can download any of them and just modify accordingly. This is very easy. And then we have another good template which is from Canva. This Canva is also very, very useful. They have similar templates, but some of them you need to pay, but most of them are free. You can use. Let us say I select one of them. Let us say I say customize this template, and then you can customize. You can here put your own name. Yeah. You can usually put your name here or whatever you need. This is very simple, and from here then you can share, and from here you can download. So yeah, this is Canva, really good template. And there are lots of other templates you also can use, but these three are, according to me, the best templates. And one thing I should say as the last word, that there is no one best template. I mean, we cannot say that yeah, this template is the best and everybody will agree on that. No, that is not the case. I mean, it is you that in which template you are comfortable, how your data can be, activities can be presented properly in which template. So yeah, what you should consider, you should consider your own activities and consider the scholarship demand. If they ask for specific templates, you should go with that template. Otherwise, you can use any templates or simply use these templates which I talked here.